How to sell more without selling. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Mind Engineer Community. Here, Tommy Walker, sharing insight and tools to help you launch and scale your business. And one of the things I want to talk about today is this about selling. I see, and I'm in many platforms, people just reaching out to one another and just making a pitch. It's all about a pitch, and people are teaching, and this is unbearable. Seriously, some gurus are teaching that you just have to send, 100 messages a day, pitching people, and people are going to buy you eventually. And it might happen, but that is not going to keep your business going. People are getting fed up of being pitched. The market is getting more sophisticated, is getting, it's tolerating less this type of crap. And that's why a lot of business owners are going out of business because what they're trying to do, and I'm working now at another company that they offer training to help people in multi-level marketing in like, SN or, just the products from Switzerland, I think it is, that are, creams and things like that, that have all natural, or what else could be Amway and things like that, right? And what I see is a lot of people just try to sell. You go into their Instagrams and it's all about selling these pots and pans or selling these water filters or selling whatever. And they're not actually offering anything to help people in any way. It's just about making money. It's not about selling. And unfortunately, then they complain because they're not selling anything and they don't understand why. And they say, oh yeah, I'm sending, 20, 30, 50 messages a day telling people to buy these products that are amazing. No wonder they're not selling because the idea, and that's why I'm calling that market is getting more sophisticated, it's been getting sophisticated many years ago, even more and more now, is that people are not going to just start following your social media and buying from you because they found you on social media. The other day I was watching somebody, and I don't know if this is the amount, the correct amount, but this guy was saying, I put a question mark there, that most people need around, not most, because not most people will buy, but a lot of people are going to need 7 hours of consuming of your stuff to then be able to feel about buying something from you. And you know what? It is true. You're going to have exceptions of people that might go through a webinar, something that maybe it's half an hour, or something like that. And I've had that in the past. I had a person that went into my Instagram account. They love my videos. From there, they signed up to a free course that I had. That is, I don't know, the videos on my Instagram could be 3 minutes long. So imagine that this person consumed maybe an hour at the most, but like crazy. Then they went and consumed my course. And from there, they started working with me directly, right? And we're talking that maybe they were in touch with 2 hours, 3 hours of my stuff. That was it. But is that the norm? No, that is not the norm. So what I tell people and what I teach in every place that I go, whether it is for another company or for the people I work with, right? Coaches, entrepreneurs trying to launch and scale their business, is that we need to learn how to sell without selling. What does that mean? Yesterday, I was talking to a couple of ladies that are in, again, multi-level marketing where they offer products, right, for their customers, and they have maybe people in their team that they sell for them. So, they might make money from the people that are selling for them too, right? So I was telling them there was a woman that was trying to sell and she was not being able to get any sales, that a lot of people were reaching out of ad that she was doing, but she was not being able to connect to get people to buy her stuff. So what I told her is, I want to recommend you to do this. Give them value. Give them something really valuable, not just crappy stuff, something really valuable. And somebody that this woman was selling a product that helps reduce the hair losing, the skin, the pain in all the joints, right? And I was telling her, try to find like a 5 step routine, 3 step tips, 3 tips, things like that to be able to reduce the pain in your body. And within those 3 tips, you're not going to try to sell them this product that you're selling. What you're going to do is you're going to give them free 3 steps that anybody can do, that they don't need to spend any money, right? To give them value. So what we do is we kind of have an introduction in the document, thanking them for asking for the document, interested in, I don't know, beauty, health, getting more energy, things like that. Maybe the things that they are aspiring. And also, you're going to talk about their pains. So you make a small introduction about you and the pains you've gone through and how this routine plus a product that you've been consuming now for a year, 2 years, whatever, has really changed your life. So you're going to share the 3 steps, 3 tips, 5 steps, whatever that is, for free, for free. And you're giving them good stuff, guys. This is important to understand. You're giving them good stuff. Because if you're not giving them good stuff, why would they then want to buy something from you if they feel that you didn't give them anything from value? Because the idea is through this is to create authority. First thing, create authority, create connection, create trust. How are you going to create trust, authority, right? Respect, connection, if you're giving them crappy stuff. You went into ChatGPT and ask, 3 basic things people can do to sleep better. Go to sleep earlier. I don't know, leave the screens behind an hour before they go to sleep, or things like that most people nowadays know. So you got to give them something that is really like, whoa, look at this. I've never thought about this, or I never heard this before. Something that people are like, whoa, this is amazing. Because again, when we give something crappy and then we expect people to buy from us, that is nearly impossible. So we need to really try to nail their pain and their aspirations in that document that we're sending over. And after giving all the free value, you end up making a comment or something more direct, depending on how you did that, more direct, like, and this product over here has really helped me apart from doing these 3 things during the day, blah, 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 or every day. It has helped me sleep better, reduce my hair loss, blah, blah. And this product has also helped me a lot. If you're interested, here you have a link to check more about this product. And you can put some studies there and, scientifically proven, blah, blah, blah. The best product in the market, mentioned by different authors or whatever, right? And then you go into that sale. But most people, they go into Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever, trying to sell. I get messages nearly every day of people just saying, hey, Tommy, I see that you are a mindset coach. I see that you are into blah. Would you like to blah? And they offer pitch directly their services. And you know what? It doesn't work. And some of them, seriously, when I tell them this doesn't work, this is old school, blah, blah, they say, oh, yeah, this works, this works. But you know what? I have seen the numbers. I have talked to hundreds of entrepreneurs that have tried many of this crap, and most of them are not making any money. Making money, I don't know, $100, $200 a month, $500 a month, that is not a business. I'm sorry. That is a side hustle, that is a hobby, but it's not a business going to be able to, replace your job or even give you enough money to live daily, right? So we got to understand that we have to stop trying to sell this direct sale, but really give them so much value. And if you look at my content, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, it's all about giving value. All about giving value. And yes, eventually people consume my stuff. People ask to see my free training. And then maybe after seeing a bunch of my stuff, an email sequence and things like that, eventually they're like, hey, Tommy, I'm interested in knowing more about working with you. And they might book a free guidance call that then it might turn into a sale call. But I don't do sale calls. I do free guidance calls where I offer value. Because again, I'm creating authority, I'm creating respect, I'm creating connection, right? And those are important things you need to create to get people to be interested in maybe what you're selling afterwards. But think about this for a second. Imagine somebody knocks at your door and they come offering you a product that is maybe $80, $100, or even more, $200, $500. And you don't know them, you've never seen them before, and they just talk wonders about this product and say that this product can change your life. Normally, in most cases, if somebody just knocks at the door and tries to sell you something, you're going to be like, oh, you know what? I don't have time right now. Sorry, no, thank you, blah, blah, blah. You're going to close the door, most cases. Or maybe some people might leave the door open, but when this guy comes in and starts telling you about this amazing product, blah, 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 whatever, even you can even try it, because that's the other thing. Many of these products, you cannot even try them before paying for them. So how do you think people are going to spend 80, 100, 200, 500, 1,000, 2,000, even more if they don't even know you? Before, maybe that could have happened more, and it happened for a while in social media and all of that, because people were selling very big dreams. And a part of that, as people were coming out of COVID, they had saved money, they didn't go on vacations, the market was much better, and people would spend hundred to thousands of dollars for solutions that people were trying to sell to them, but many of them didn't work. So people are already tired of crappy stuff. So how can you really prove that you know what you're talking about, that what you're offering is really good, so that people are like, hey, you know what? I think that this guy has something that is very interesting. I think I can trust this guy. And they might not say directly, consciously, but that's what we're trying to do. Create authority, create respect, create connection, create trust. But the only way to do that is by talking to people, offering good stuff. If I want to sell you, I don't know, pasta, I got to make my best pasta plate and give you a taste of it. And maybe then you're going to be interested and say, like, oh, I want more of this. Or if I want to sell you a piece of, pans, or, some pans and things like that, maybe I might have to go to your house to do a demo. Or another thing that I've been teaching some of these people that are doing that is become like the kitchen guru, where you offer recipes, you offer, quick, easy, and non-messy stuff for women that are busy, for blah, blah, blah. And you start talking to that people that they have certain pains and they have certain aspirations, right? Would you like to be able to feed your family more healthy food in less time, right? And be able to spend more time with them and not have a messy kitchen? Who wouldn't want that? Imagine if I can sell you something that has that, but I'm not trying to sell you that. What I'm trying to sell you is, hey, that you can be less in the kitchen, more time with your family, while feeding them healthy food. A lot of people would say, hey, I want to know more about this, right? So then these people are sharing, different type of recipes, so that people start following them. And in the recipe, they speak about, oh, and for this recipe, I use this pan because this pan has no Teflon, it has blah, blah, it has blah, this or that. And as you see, it's very easy to clean. And I use the same pan for 3 different foods, and then just put it under water, put a little bit like this, clean it a little bit, and it's done. And people are going to be like, whoa, look at the recipe this person is doing, quick, healthy, all of this. And on top of that, look at this pan, it's amazing. So it's not about selling the pan, but selling the pan. I hope that is making sense, people. So we need to figure out ways to be able to sell without selling. And each person needs to find their own unique way. Their own unique way, not just copy paste from others, because you need to own it. Because if you don't own it, unfortunately, you're not going to connect with people. You're not going to sound authentic. You're not going to build authority. You're not going to build trust, and people are not going to buy. So again, the best thing that we can do for our business, and I hear more and more people doing this, and it's what I believe the right way to go. Alex Hormozi talks about this. Gary Vee talks about this, and many other names out there, is selling without selling, to help people get to know you, right? To get some help from what you're doing online, right? If you're in, holistic coaching, give them recipes like, meditations for them to start practicing meditation. Talk about meditation. How does it look like? A lot of people have this false expectation of what meditation looks like, sitting in silence in this pose that is going to just clean the mind and you're not going to think anything. A lot of people think that that is meditation for most people. And when you're starting, it has nothing to do with that. Seriously. So is how can you start helping people realize, right, that whatever they might be practicing, and I do that, I stand very strong in some points like positive, toxic positivity. The, the gratitude pill. I use words that people are like, what is this guy talking about? The gratitude pill. What is this guy talking about? The toxic positivity, or things like that that are controversial. And also things like, do you want to stop procrastination? Right? And it's not the way you, or now some of my hooks have been, have you tried stopping procrastination, but haven't been able to? Stick around, because I'm going to share with you why is it that it's not working for you. Or are you tired of not being able to change your toxic behaviors? Stick around, because I'm going to share some insight and tools that are going to help you realize what is really going on. And I start those hooks like that to get people's attention, and I give them value so that people are interested in sticking around, wanting to know more about me, and eventually maybe sign up for a free course, free training. Watch my free training where I build more authority, more connection, more trust. I show them that I help people, and suddenly people start booking calls with me and being interested in knowing more about working with me one-on-one. That is how it works. So the idea again is to figure out how to sell without selling, because people want to buy, and I love this phrase, people want to buy but don't want to be sold. So you need to figure out a way to be able to sell without selling. Work on that, and I guarantee that your business is going to start being able to get more and more sales as you go, because of this very small adjustment trick, quote unquote, where you actually care for people and you give them good stuff. You don't give them basic bad stuff, thinking that, oh, people, and I hear this a lot, people don't value free, Tommy. People don't like free stuff. That's BS. Because seriously, if I give you good stuff about how to overcome procrastination, how to start understanding what's going on and why you're behaving the way you're behaving, I give you tools to deal better with your emotions, I guarantee if I give you good stuff, I guarantee that you're going to love it and you're going to stick around. But unfortunately, again, people are convincing themselves that, oh, people don't like free stuff. And that is not true. So I hope that makes sense, guys. I hope you enjoy this. Let me know in the comments if you have heard this before, selling without selling. Have you tried it? Are you struggling to figure it out? Let me know there in the comments, right? I have some trainings I can share with you. Again, free trainings to help you start understanding what could be holding you down, holding you back with your business, and how to start being able to scale, find your business. If you want to know more, subscribe, hit the love button down there, leave me a comment. I would really appreciate that. More people get to see this. The algorithm shows it to more people and more people benefit. That's the only thing I'm asking in exchange to doing these free sessions, free lives to help more people around the world. So thank you very much for watching. And